I always believe everybody is talented, everybody can do well in their life. Particularly when I conduct the examinations and when the results come, I observe this thing. Some very smart children, they don't perform well in the examinations. And some children who are not very intelligent and not very participative, who don't respond very well, they do extremely well in the examination. It is not a generalization. Mostly it happens like this. In few cases, it can be the other way around. So I used to think I have to get these smart children who are not doing well. They are capable, they have the ability, but why are they not able to perform? I wonder. And fortunately, I came across this study which gave an answer to my doubt, and that is from a researcher from Pennsylvania University, Angela Lee. I'm fortunate to hear her speech on this very subject, very important for educators, teachers. What she says is she did a very deep study about this trait. She herself was a teacher and she came across the same problem. That is, children who have a good IQ, that is not the only predictor of success, who are very intelligent are not doing well, and not very intelligent are doing well, and she sought out to study this one. So she believed, like, no, even if the subjects become difficult, suppose like when children come to 6th class, 7th class, from 5th grade, when they come to these classes or grades, they find it difficult because mathematics is becoming complicated. Like, they have ratios, decimals, parallelograms, all these things they have to do. And some children, they do, some children, they can't do, they struggle to do it. And you can imagine going to 8th class, 9th class, and the subject gets very difficult, mathematics and physics, and added to that, they enter the adolescence, and adolescence gives its own challenges, so they struggle with this, right? So Angela Lee set out to sort it out with her study. She and her research team, they went to many places like the military academy. She says the West Point Military Academy, and she went to the participants of spelling bee contest, and she even studied teachers in tough neighborhoods where it is very difficult to teach them, those students, because they would not cooperate and they are very boisterous or insolent, and eventually they become dropouts. So even those children, they studied, and she profoundly believed that if somebody can work long enough and hard enough, everybody can be a success. And when she went to all these places and studied, see, suppose like in the military academy, which cadets would endure that rigorous physical regimen, right, and pass out successfully as cadets, and who would be the winners of the spelling bee contest, and which are the teachers in these tough neighborhoods, which of them would be successful in bringing out the learning outcomes well among these students. So when she studied all this, she found a very interesting thing, and that is the people who are successful are not just because of their IQ. Like, IQ is not the predictor of success. So what not the social intelligence is not, physical fitness, physical health is not the formula for success. Good looks are not even IQ. What she found out is grit, grit is very important for success. So what is this grit? Grit is passion. It is perseverance. Grit is continue doing or putting effort on what you want to do even when the going gets difficult. Grit is having the stamina. Grit is sticking with your future day in, day out, week after week, month after month, year after year, till you make that success a reality. Grit is realizing that winning or having success and life should not be a sprint, but life should be lived like a marathon. So this is what she found out, and she says many parents ask me how to build this grit, how to build a good work ethic among the students. She says even I don't know how to do that. But she mentions one thing about Carol S. Dweck, a Stanford University researcher. She made a very good research on the growth mindset. So if people have a growth mindset, that means to say when they take up a challenge and work, and people who don't take up a challenge, the brain works in different ways for both. So they believe in the growth mindset. What is proved is, if you learn, if you put efforts and not leave it and try ways of learning it, your own way of learning it, then definitely you can succeed. If not now, later. So one thing she says is you can develop a growth mindset.